Good afternoon, and thank you for the privilege of being here. And safety for me really is simple. And I've enjoyed every day of the last 20 years I've worked in this business because, zero harm in our industry may not always be easy, but the choice to be safe has always been simple. And I came to this understanding at a pretty young age. 1983, I was riding in the truck with my dad. I'd had a chance that summer to spend some time with him on some of his project sites. And that was important because my mom and dad had just moved us from Orlando down from South Carolina. And in the late 70s and the early 80s, there just wasn't a lot of construction going on in that part of the country. And I remember that day particularly because I was asking my father why at the end of every day he went out in the field and he picked up a broom and he helped clean up the job site. And I was asking him why was it so important that they organized and put away the tools and they cleaned the floors and they aligned the equipment up before they went home. And his response to me was to ask me if I was glad we moved to Florida, that we moved away from our family and friends, because what that meant was for the first time in 5 years, I got to see my dad every night. Oh, well, of course I did, right? And then he went on to ask me if I thought maybe there were other little boys in Orlando that their parents worked on his job site and they got a chance to see their mom and dad every night. See, what my dad understood that I didn't at 10 years old was that we have a dangerous business. And he felt an obligation to make sure that every person that worked on his job every day had a chance to go home to spend time with their families. And this is when it got simple. What he said was, the way I get to come home is if we're safe, and a clean job is a safe job. So for him, it was really just this: care about people and keep your job site clean. I heard David Marquette say yesterday that he also thought in our industry, safety could be simple. In fact, what he said was it should be baked into what we do. And that makes sense, right? Because we all understand that safety and quality and productivity and value are not independent from each other. And when you think about that fundamentally, if we care, in other words, if we choose to have respect for people, and if we integrate, so we believe that safety is a fundamental, necessary part of what we do to do a good job every day, then we really can create a safe environment for people to work in. So as you travel back to your homes and your families, your project sites and your offices today and tomorrow, please remember safety is sometimes hard, but it's always simple and it's always your choice. Thank you and have a good afternoon.